Cristiano Ronaldo and who is Lionel Messi. For me, I think LeBron is Cristiano Ronaldo, and then Steph is Messi. Maybe because of how he's built physically.
Exactly.
And I've never seen a hand.
I was going to say the same thing.
Shuffle with his right and left. In fact, have you seen somebody being dribbled in basketball before? You have to watch Steph Curry. He handles well. Bounces the ball to the right, and when you move, he just brings it
like
back
an
to the
end
left.
one crossover.
Yesterday it was refreshing to watch Golden State once again in California, Oklahoma, where they won at the Oracle, arena.
And this time it was a convincing win.
A blowout victory. For game one, we all can fault J.R. Smith for what he did, and the talk was that Golden State were lucky. If you don't like basketball, we'll let you love it because it's interesting. 4 more games to go, and we'll be updating you. But what a weekend it was. Counting down. Today is June 4. Politically, it's huge, right? In our
nation history.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll be getting more on that one as well. So the countdown is on here on Joy FM. We're just counting down. On television, we're counting down to the National Science and Maths Quiz, which is happening
a week from today.
No, this week. It's happening this week. I think tomorrow.
No, it's 11th June.
11th June?
Yeah, it's a week from today.
Or 8. I think one of them.
It starts on 11th.
Today. Because the head the quiz mistress is on AM show this morning. And also we counted down to the World Cup. 10 days more to the start of the World Cup in Russia. It's big here. The hashtag is Joy World Cup. That's how you get it covered on Twitter. So stay with us. There's commentary here, and we've got a financial backing from our sponsors to deliver, to you. And also talking about countdowns is just gradually sprinting to June 6th, where we'll be premiering Anas's expose.
Number 12.
And today I have a prayer for all those writing their exams. That's the GSSC, Becky exams, BC exams. To Rebecca Krantima Asari, my daughter. She was part of the Commonwealth Games swimmers, and when she was at the Commonwealth Games, she was learning alongside swimming.
Wow!
Just for her BC of North Rich Lyceum today, and all others who going to partake in the exams. We're wishing you well. No examination more, no shin guard. Go clean because your reward is free SHS. You go to school for free. And happy birthday to Ellis Atekpe. He is executive director of GHL Bank. This is from Albert Ali. Okay. Now, let's zoom straight and we'll burn up to the World Cup, which is just 10 days away. Yesterday, Neymar scored a brilliant goal on his return from injury as Brazil began their World Cup preparations with a win over Croatia at Anfield.
Great ball. Chance now for Coutinho pushing in. Neymar into the 18. Fakes left. Cuts right. Baits it off the underside of the crossbar. He is back. And Brazil's in front.
Oh, he is back and back to his very best. That is vintage Neymar.
Casemiro caresses. Chesting it high. Lifted Firmino. And he sends the Anfield fans home happy.
So that was how Neymar weaved his magic to ensure that Brazil won course. He smashed a shot in of the bar with a sleek move from involving Chelsea's Willian and Barcelona's Felipe Coutinho. But Liverpool's Roberto Firmino scored in added time to seal victory. Let's now hear from Neymar playing his first match since February, whether he's fully fit or back to his best.
No, 100% ainda não.
It's been 3 months that I've been injured. To come back and do what I love the most, playing football and also to score a goal, is an immense joy. I'm very happy. I still feel a little pain, but that's normal when you spend so much time not walking. I feel at 80% of my capacity.
So that was Neymar Jr. there. Is he ready for the World Cup? Will he be the man to lead Brazil to another World Cup title after what we saw on home soil 2014? That was a bit disastrous, losing 7-1 to Germany. That wasn't great at all from Brazil. But it was a weekend off from World Cup or pre-World Cup friendlies as well. Daniel, Peru beat Saudi Arabia by 2-0. Also, Spain drew 1-1 with Switzerland there for you. But the big game on Saturday was how Nigeria played against England. There was a lot of talk, about the jersey of Nigerian team, the Super Eagles. It ran out, when it started selling in the UK, but in Ghana on the street is, available for free.
It's all for free. You buy something.
It was available in Ghana, but we understand it's out of the shops there. But the talk was about Nigerians' form and how they conceded 2 goals in the first half before staging a strong comeback, to pull one back in the 2-1 defeat to the Three Lions of England. Let's hear from captain of the Super Eagles, John Obi Mikel.
I don't think coach means that
Charlie,
we're
I
not
would talk for
ready. Right? I think it probably means that we like every other team, everybody has areas where they can improve. We have areas where we can improve as well. The team is a young team, yes. We need to learn. That's why we play these friendly games, to learn, to see how we can improve for this young team to see what it takes to play in the World Cup. It is a big deal. We all know that together as a team. And obviously, I don't think the distraction from visiting the president, I don't think that was a distraction. I think it's always good to go and see the president of the country, get blessings from the president, which we did. I think it's always nice to do that. But together as a team, what the coach means that we have to improve. There is always areas where we can improve together as a team. We want to play together as a team, so we will keep trying to improve.
Yeah, that was John Obi Mikel there for you.
Yes, Ridwan, speaking of John Obi Mikel, I saw this tweet, right? And this guy says, I'm glad John Obi Mikel promised President Muhammadu Buhari the World Cup, because I also want President Buhari to experience failed promises.
That was savage.
I'm telling you.
No, Twitter is a war zone. If you don't have the hearts, don't go there, because there are people, we call them keypad ninjas. Immediately write something.
Yeah, the club backs are furious.
Somebody comes in with something very, very vitriolic just to meet you. See the backhanded comments on Twitter.
It's too much.
You have no idea. But we have to move on and tell you, more about the World Cup and also what is happening. Players who've been lined up, especially this summer transfer. Your World Cup can determine your price tag and also moves to be available. And Manchester United, their target, Samuel Umtiti, who plays for Barcelona, has agreed a new 5-year deal with the Catalan club. So that means what happens? Would they be able to get him? Signing a new contract doesn't mean you can't be priced away. They can sign him, but it makes it very, very difficult. Shakhtar Donetsk midfielder Fred is expected to finalize his move to Manchester United early this week. There are reports that he'll be undergoing medical this week as well. And the World Cup is here. Hashtag Joy World Cup. We'll bring it to you on air, online, and then on television. We have it covered for you. We're bringing Russia to Ghana. But let's move on to the Zylophone Cash Premier League, and it's ended over the weekend for the first round with Midyama, your team, finishing top of the log. Yesterday at the Cape Coast Stadium in Takwa, in Cape Coast, the Takwa Bay side managed to draw 1-1 with Hasselfolk, and that was a late equalizer there that came in from the substitute Muntari, who came in to score that equalizer for them. So Midyama still on top. Can they go on to win?
Yes,
last year Wafa were on top of the table, but they couldn't win. So that's
anything can happen, but we can do it.
Yeah, it's something spooky. So don't think because you're on top you can win the league this time round. In Kumasi, Asante Kotoko ended the first round on a good note with a 2-1 win over Aduana Stars to finish the first round in 4th place with 24 points. Now there's a new poster boy for the Porcupine Warriors, and he's from Burkina Faso. Sonny Yakuba. Watch the 2 goals he scored. Very breathtaking, and that ensured that Kotoko won. Assistant coach of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Akakpo Patron, testified Aduana Stars handed them a tough test.
We have to give them that respect. Ghana are a very, very good side. We all know that we are still in the Confederation Cup still, so that respect has to be given to them. But actually, today itself, I dubbed this game as winning for the supporters of Kumasi. Winning for the supporters. Exactly.
So they've labored this season. Good to finish in the top 4 there. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, defending champions, Aduana Stars. They've got 4 outstanding matches to play. They are 14th on the table with 14 points. Now, Ashgold, who made a bright start this campaign and at a point in time were on top, they suffered another setback in their title charge as they lost 1-0 at Bekum Chelsea. Also, we've got other games. Kaila left it late to defeat Interallies by 2-1. Bechem United, handed Wafa the same scoreline as winning 2-1, late goal scored, and Liberty made it 3 wins without defeat, drawing 1-1 as Liberty at Elmina Sharks. And 11 Wonders, they drew 1-0. They managed to beat Dreams FC by a 0-0 in Techiman. And talking about the Midyama Hasselfolk game now, listen, there was a Hasselfolk tag who ran to the field we understand he pushed the referee or heckled the referee, and the policeman on duty begged the hooligan, to calm down. Anyway, we'll talk about Ghana Police later on. But basketball and the Golden State Warriors have taken a 2-0 lead over the Cleveland Cavaliers in the NBA Finals for a third straight season. Steph Curry finished with an NBA Finals record 9 3-pointers as he scored 33 points to lead the Warriors. And so he was asked what was his favorite.
Probably the one that stands out the most to probably all you guys and everyone in this arena, when he was about 7 seconds on the clock and just kept going backwards. I don't know why, but he just threw it up, and I don't think he had any chance of going in, but that was kind of like a dagger shot and just gave us all the momentum back. So I think we went up 14 points. So that was my favorite, and hit nothing but net, and that was just a very good sight to see.
You heard Steph Curry there. Basketball's Lionel Messi delivering 9 3-pointers. That's 27 points alone.
Exactly.
And then he made some 2 other shots and free shots to tally 33 points in basketball for Golden State Warriors. Now to the French Open, where Novak Djokovic strengthened his claims as a French Open contender by reaching the quarterfinals with a straight-set victory over Spain's Fernando Verdasco. Also, second seed Alexander Zverev came through a third successive 5-set match to see off Karen Khachanov to reach the quarterfinals as well. Also, Rafa Nadal is in there. Dominic Thiem beat Japan's Kei Nishikori 6-2, 6-lap, 5-7, 6-4. And in the women's division, Serena Williams will meet Maria Sharapova in the quarterfinals. That's your sports for the morning. But then I did a bit of voodoo economics at the weekend. Do you know that Ghana can be a decimal better in terms of our GDP if all wives pay back loans to their husbands? They don't pay. If activate the phone lines.
Leave the studio.
See, it's a concern. You ask everybody and it's like, they don't pay. So this woman went to the mall with her husband and said, I've seen this shoe. It costs 630 Ghana cedis. Can you buy it from when you go home? I pay. The man gave him 40 Ghana cedis. Pick a cab, go home, bring your money and come and buy it.
Please, the wives of Ghana, I'm not wrong. It's also only Ridwan. Amazing stuff from Ridwan Ibrahim Asante, bringing you the Joy Sports Center. The Groove on the Super Morning Show comes on in a moment.